So today we are talking all about painter's tape. So you can actually find painter's tape at the Dollar Tree, and it is a really good product there, and I think it's fairly priced for $1.25 compared to other retail stores. But today I'm going to be sharing with you some genius hacks and DIYs on how you can make some fun projects with this, as well as some tips and tricks that you can use in your home just for everyday use. I also want to give a huge thanks to Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and let's get on into it. An amazing way to use painter's tape is to actually put some polka dots on some bowls to create a gorgeous little mushroom scenery out in your garden area. You have to see how adorable that these turned out. I just picked up a couple of different sizes of the bowls, and actually some of these were in 2-packs, so it made it even cheaper than the $1.25. I used the painter's tape to completely cover the top because I need the solar light to shine through. I recently made a lamp kind of similar to this, and I loved how it turned out. So I was so inspired to create some different things using this, so I felt like the mushrooms were a really great idea. But for the dots, I did take 2 pieces of painter's tape, put it together, kind of give an oval shape for the bigger one, but for the smaller little mushrooms, I wanted to do some small polka dots, so I actually have like a circle cutter that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I'm just putting the painter's tape on a piece of wax paper or parchment paper and then just kind of cutting these out. Now I will say it did want to gum up a little bit where the tape was really sticky, but you could hand cut these out or trace them, anything that you would like. This did work, and I did try to make it work, but I will say it did get sticky and it was kind of hard to clamp down by the end. But kind of put these on the mushrooms. I mostly did the front for the little ones, painted them with this bright red stiletto color from the color shot that I wanted to try out from Walmart. Let this dry, took off all of the stickers, and I am absolutely in love with how these turned out. If you wanted a bigger base, you could use some type of like neutral color pool noodle at the bottom, but I think these turned out perfect and look even better at night. The buffalo check pattern is so trendy, and did you know that you can actually make it yourself with painter's tape? That's going to be perfect with the upcoming fall season, fall DIY season coming in a month or so. But you can actually just lay painter's tape down, paint over it, and then put it the opposite direction. I know in the middle of summer, you don't want to keep putting out like summer decor after 4th of July, but you're not really ready to start making fall decor yet, so I wanted to make this neutral sign that would go perfect for the end of summer and on into fall. To make buffalo check, you're going to need some painter's tape. So I needed a bigger sign to try this out on. I'm just putting a couple of Dollar Tree summer signs together with some giant popsicle sticks. I paint the entire thing white, and this is where the buffalo check comes in. So the first thing I want to do is make some horizontal lines. So a really cool hack is to get the perfect size lines is to put a piece of painter's tape in between each row that you're making, and this will like equally space them out. So I go ahead and do all of these to create some horizontal stripes, and then I'm going to do it the opposite direction. Then I did make up my own little mixture of some really light gray paint, just using some of the steel color chalk paint with some white added to it, just so it's lighter, and then I'll be able to add in some more steel color where I need the darker checks at. So I let that completely dry, and then I'm going to go in and create some vertical stripes. So I'm putting the tape down. I do like to overhang it from like the first piece of tape so it kind of matches in the end. But I go ahead and kind of do the same thing, space them out evenly, and you are going to be painting over this tape a couple of times, so don't quickly pull it up, but go ahead and paint in between these. So you let that layer dry, and then you, like I mentioned, you are going to leave them in place, and then you're going to be able to see where you painted underneath this layer of paint. So you might have to kind of tilt your board over or hold it up to the light, but you're going to be able to see where you need to put your tape and where those two paint stripes that you painted kind of meet at. Then you want to leave that open so that you can paint the darker shade over it. But it is really easy after you do it a time or two. You don't think anything of it, but it's super simple. And then whenever you pull it up, you get this gorgeous finish. I love the bright white coming out of there. I didn't get my squares perfect, but it doesn't matter. I'm just using this as a background. But I go ahead and take the same exact sign, paint that white. I'm going to glue that down in the middle, and then I spray painted one of these large wood words from Dollar Tree. And I feel like this sign I can still kind of enjoy right now in my gray kitchen, but it is going to be so adorable with like pumpkins stacked around it and getting to use it on into the fall season. Sometimes when you are wanting to decorate with like small posters or papers, you get so tired of putting nails or thumbtacks in your wall, or I do, especially with my little girls. They're all the time wanting to poke holes in their walls, and I don't want them to. So a really fun hack that you can use is actually put painter's tape on the wall, and you can hot glue items directly on it, and it's not going to hurt your drywall. Really quick, I want to share with you all an awesome way that you can start earning money back on purchases that you're already making, and thank Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's video. It's no joke that times are getting a little tough. Everybody's watching what they're spending. Let me share with you a really cool hack how you can earn free money back on everyday purchases. You're not having to do anything special. Just take a couple of seconds to scan in your receipt, and you can earn money back that will accumulate into points that you can redeem for gift cards. Fetch Rewards is an easy to use app that you download to your phone whenever you get done shopping or buying anything, that's running errands, ordering takeout, or maybe spending way too much money on Dollar Tree craft supplies. You can scan that receipt into your phone and earn points back from each of these receipts that will accumulate and redeem as gift cards. I love that they offer gift cards back to places that we're actually shopping, so you'll want to earn these rewards, but you can get a gift card to Target, Starbucks, Amazon, and our e-receipts will work too. So all of those online purchases or Amazon purchases are going to count because you can easily submit an e-receipt and earn points back on that as well. You can see that I almost have another 10 bucks to anywhere I want and earn a little surprise for myself that's not going to hurt the bank. You can download the app now by clicking the link down in the description box and use code KraftsbyKatelyn to receive 3,000 points back just for submitting your first receipt. All of that is in the description box. This is a limited time only. Once again, that's KraftsbyKatelyn for 3,000 points after scanning your first receipt. Be sure to download today so you can start earning some free money back. But let's go ahead and get back into crafting. Painter's tape has saved so many arguments in my home. We actually use it to hang up any type of wall art or picture that's going on the wall. You easily just line this up with the holes on the back of the photo, and you can easily transfer that to the wall, see where the nails need to go, and you don't have to make so many holes in your drywall. Now I'm going to use painter's tape to create a gorgeous custom garden flag. I love doing this so much with the Dollar Tree placemats. So this is just a fabric placemat, but you can actually buy some Scotch Guard that you can spray on here that will protect it from the elements and just kind of weatherproof it. But I wanted to share with you how I am decorating this. I feel like these placemats are great. The back is kind of slick, so that side I feel like will be a lot better. So you just want to make sure that you are protecting the front. And I am keeping this out of direct sunlight. But I wanted some really fun, bright colors or stripes on here. So I am using my painter's tape, putting that down, going in with some agave blue color turquoise paint. This is by Waverly Chalk Paint. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this up while it's wet. I didn't even want to give it time for any of the paint to seep under this painter's tape. And since it is like a very textured fabric, go ahead and pull that up. And then I wanted to cut out a stencil, so I'm not just freehanding on here. So I cut out a house and the word welcome, and I'm going to weed out the actual letters so that I can use this as a stencil and paint inside of it with some mineral colored paint. My black Sharpie did want to bleed a little bit whenever I got off of the paint and onto the actual fabric, so I tried to just keep it on top of that mineral color paint, gave it a few extra details, and then wanted to make the little hanger at the top, so I just glued over about 1.5 inches, and then I was able to weave this on my garden flag stand, and I feel like it's so bright and colorful and love this outside. I wanted to share this as an example. If you love frame photos but want to make them yourself so that you can customize them, you can actually use Dollar Tree's MDF signs and just use the painter's tape around the edges to create like a faux frame. This is going to look so much nicer having the border around the edging and actually look like a frame photo rather than just painting the entire thing white. So to make this cute little sign, I just painted that white, let it dry. I have these little borders from Hobby Lobby, but any type of Dollar Tree jute ribbon would work, or buffalo ribbon. Cut these down to size. I had another large wood word. This is from the Dollar Tree. I spray painted it and put it there, glued some extra little details to the top and to cover over the original little holes from the hanger. Added in some greenery and some of the new beads to really dress up the hanger, but I feel like this looks really cute. So sometimes painter's tape has a bad rep whenever you are trying to make like stripes or lines, and it kind of bleeds through on some projects. So let me share with you some hacks on how that you can prevent that the next time that you're trying to get some lines with the perfect straight edge. Okay, so there's a couple of tricks that you can do here. First, I painted this canvas with the base color that I wanted. I put down some painter's tape for the stripes. On one half, I'm using the same base color coat. You want to do that over the paint before you paint on the color that you want. And then on the left hand side, I am doing a layer of Mod Podge. And then after that dries, I am going over with the color. I'm using white just so it'll show up really well. But I feel like both of these methods work really well. This is a very like textured canvas, so there was a couple places that wasn't perfect, but this helps so much. I could see the difference versus when I did the buffalo check earlier. I should have just done this, but you can see how crisp that line is. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your favorite tips and tricks down in the comments, or what you use painter's tape for. I would love to know. Once again, thanks to Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's video. The link will be down in the description box underneath this video, and you can use code KraftsbyKatelyn and get 3,000 points back just for scanning in your first receipt. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.